Cancer, all Cancer placements. This is going to be the monthly reading, so May, general. It'll be good from the time you see this for the month of May. If you see it at a later date or later than May, it's still timeless, and you can come back to it at any point in time, because sometimes when we hear them, they don't always make sense in the moment, and we don't even hear everything in the way that it should be heard. So please do come back and revisit it. Please do check your sun, moon, rising, Venus sign of these readings and all readings as always, and take what resonates. If you resonated with any of this reading, please do like, comment, let me know what resonated. If you saw a few days ago or last week, I did bonus reading for Cancer because I'd seen that you had moderate views in terms of some, and there was some gratitude given back to your reading in terms of likes, basically. So I did a bonus. So if you want that to continue, please do like, do subscribe, because the subscribers will be, you know, top priority, because it's helping the channel, and I'd like to give back what I receive, obviously, a subscriber, the value of this person believing in the readings and the guidance. I don't know why this message I wanted to put out collectively, but it's just come back to me in your reading for some reason. So just bear with me before we join your reading. Before I go into the message, do check your elemental readings out. So water signs, the general themes for guidance and inner healing as well. And like I said, check your other placements. I'm getting told to say that again, like there's messages in those for you. Now I have on the YouTube, obviously I've got this platform. I've got another platform that combines physical well-being and the mind and emotions, and this is the spiritual side of it, because the physical side is a skill that you're given through spirit in terms of intuition, and I'm very strong clairsentient, claircognizant, and very strong in alchemy and transformation and light work. So they're the things I do. I'm also an energy healer. Now, whether I go on to check the other channel, this channel, where most of it, obviously, the most of the content is on this, because there's 12 signs, so you're always giving 12 things, or there's 4 elements, you're always giving more video content, basically, than one subject matter in terms of readings. And I obviously have another platform where I do just like little social media, where I'll just open it. And the other day I opened a social media platform, and it really highlighted this, and I've said this before. Please be careful on who you're watching. The reason I say this is because I know from when I've been in dark or vulnerable times or times of need, obviously tarot is a tool, and that's why I believe in it. But I am also a firm believer that whatever religion you are, or if you're an atheist, it doesn't matter. My firm grounding is I have a belief that there's a higher power than tarot, than me, and I'm a channel to help deliver those messages for someone out there, and that's why I really want the channel to grow. Long story short is I clicked on and I saw that someone was doing a live, and they basically were asking people who joined, do you know when you join, you open an app and suddenly you're in something? That's how it was. Otherwise I'm not following anyone, I'm not, you know, checking anything. And it said, I could hear a different language, you know, and I don't know why this is making me feel really uneasy, but it was like, please put your name in, and I will tell you about, I don't know, your future or something about you. And in between that, as I joined, I could hear a different language. So do you know how there's English, but then there's also there's a black screen and then the person is just saying stuff. And that really made me feel at unease. And all I could see was people just throwing in their name. And I can guarantee you that some of these people probably have just landed in that live, feeling very vulnerable, seeking an answer. I've been there where I've really wanted answers when I first never used to trust myself. And it really made me sad. Like, to this point, I feel like I could break down. Because I'm thinking of those people that are in a situation where they're feeling very vulnerable, trusting in spiritual guidance and opening to, I had a feeling that was not a good person. So use your discernment. Don't just follow people with large followings, okay? Make sure you tap into something that feels good within you. And if you're not tapped in to feel that, that's fine, that will come. But there will be a calling in you where you feel someone is genuine. Whether they have 1 million followers, whether they have 1 follower. And that's where I did the Pisces season, and I said things that are people who are, I don't necessarily mean just fake, but that are in this just to read tarot. If you notice that when I read, I say stuff and then the tarot kind of confirms it. So I'm not just interpreting cards. I'm actually, the way I got into this was I started picking up the cards years ago and trying to understand them. But then I started seeing there's the base foundation of understanding them, but I'd get channeled, I'd get messages. And there's actually a reading that I recently did where, sometimes the card continues to stare at me because every time I'll channel something to do with the card, it feels like my gut and intuition is getting clearer if it's on point, and it does. But still there'll be a niggle that there's another message out there for someone else, okay? And in a May reading, I'm not sure, I need to check which one it was. I actually thought it was your bonus reading, but it wasn't, where there was something about a pet. And until I got to that message that the pet was coming through, I mean, it didn't take long because every time I was channeling a message to do with this and I was trying to move, I was feeling the card. I cannot end a reading until that element, I feel clear channeled. I won't do it. Yes, there are extensions to your readings and you can get them. There are personal readings as well where you can say, I really resonated with that. I want a personal extended in this area. I do those, obviously that's with payment. So I didn't have to. I could just interpret the tarot card and what I initially got as channeled and continue. But if something's not feeling open within me, that I've channeled everything I need to, or everything that is staring at me, I don't stop. It's like in some of the readings you'll find where I may have a deck I'm shuffling, I'm saying I'm going to go on to another deck. And this one will suddenly go quiet and it'll be like suddenly I look somewhere and the deck is calling me. I'll pick up a card and it's like it's the exact card that I was supposed to inform you of. I'm then able to put that down and get back to the cards that I wanted and they start speaking to me. So please use your discernment, all right? There's also a lot of tarot readers that give readings every 8 hours every day, and that's fine because there can be check-in readings. But it depends on what they're reading, all right? So your energy cannot fully change within 10 hours or within a day, that you're going to suddenly, I don't know, you're going to move from being single to getting married. You know, there's a transition. So use your own discernment. Feel what feels good to you. If you're not sure, revisit stuff. And also just be careful. That's all. Just be careful, especially when you are seeking answers, that you seek from someone trusted, and not because you find there's a lot of following, but you deep in you feel, no, I'm not connecting. Sometimes you'll find that you connect to someone, but sometimes the reading is 100%, and then there might be 2 readings where you're not connecting to that reading. And that's why I say connect to your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign. So I feel that that was an important message to put out there. I don't know why I was told to actually, it came to me to actually do it right now in your reading. So maybe it's someone's message with a Cancer placement. And having said that, I've got a feeling that we're going to get into your beautiful May reading right now. So let's look at the first 10 days of May, middle 10 days of May, and the last 10 days of May. And then connect them all, because obviously there'll be crossover of energy. Get you more cards and see what comes through. There's always interim energy check-ins as well, because we know energy can shift for some of us it can stay the same. Do come back and revisit as well. Your first 10 days may move into middle 10 days. Your last 10 days may move into towards the middle of the 10 days. Whatever it is, let's do that. Okay, messages for all Cancer placements, please. There we go, we're starting to talk. Messages for all Cancer placements, please. Guidance for all Cancer, please. Spirit guides, okay. I think we've got some powerful cards here, Cancer. We've got the Page of Swords, we've got the Magician that then fell out, and the Hanged Man. Just show you those. Page of Swords, Magician, and Hanged Man. First 10 days of May. As a kind of forming a timeline for you. So Page of Swords tells me that there is likely to be online communication about something, or communication coming in. I'm going to clarify that. The Magician and the Hangman tells me that you will be extremely powerful during May, all right? Says the first 10 days. I think it's probably going to be more than that. I'm trying to think, did you have the Magician come up in your April reading? I'm not sure, but the Magician came, I think it was Pisces, the Magician, and the High Priestess was very powerful, but you might have had the Magician. It's difficult to track with the 12 zodiacs and then personal clients. So with that, you are very powerful at this time. There's something that I'm feeling, there might be decisions that you need to make where you might get the insight from actually just stepping back, letting go a little bit, and that epiphany is going to come through for you. I think that's what we've got there. I'm going to pull some clarifications, obviously, because there could be a lot more than that. There could be an element here where you have been or will be feeling in your feelings. Listening sharply to your inner voice is probably important. And manifesting from the heart, where you're letting go with the Hanged Man. It's one of the most beautiful periods, or 10 days, I think, for this. Up to like probably indulge in art or creativity, where you take a step back, release this, and you're connected, you know, whether it's love or activities, even love making, you know, and all of those other sides of life that thrive in nourishment. 6 of Wands. Thrive in nourishment and compassion and emotion. I think that's what's going to really help. Whatever you're trying to manifest here, there's going to be recognition for you, all right? There's going to be recognition in terms of whatever you're trying to manifest. I do want to get more clarity on this. So whatever you're manifesting is coming in. And there's also recognition for some of you. It could be like if you're on platforms, it could mean you've got recognition of, you know, going viral, or if you're working, there's recognition from your boss, your department. If you've achieved something, maybe you get a promotion. Let's have more messages here. Four of Pentacles, it's around your finances. So it is around a job. It is around something where, you know, it's around your stability. It's around money. It could be your career. Like I said, whatever your career is, there's recognition coming in for you, Cancer, which is beautiful. With the Page of Swords, I think that's also saying that's the communication that's coming in. The delivery is the Six of Wands. The Strength card. The Strength card tells me that if you are feeling it sometimes a little bit of doubt, then do keep going. Find the inner strength within you. You could have Leo placements. If you do, that could be significant for you. If you're feeling defeated or even trapped at this point, and I think this is for any time in May, you can't see a way out of the tunnel, or, you know, you're feeling a bit lack, go in yourself, okay? With the Hangman and Magician, find your inner self, you know, like we said, disconnect. Encouraging you to learn to go with the flow is going to be important throughout May, especially the first 2 weeks of May. Not let your mind have more power over your heart, or your heart have more power over your mind. Let's go into the next 10 days of May as we tie this up. The Empress is here for you. The Six of Cups and the World card. Beautiful. So some of you could actually, with this Empress and the World card, some of you could be getting pregnant or trying to get pregnant, and you're very fertile at this moment in time. If you're not trying to get pregnant, just be careful around that. You know what precautions you need to take. I think you're going to be in a very loving, motherly energy at this time. And I really think there's a lot of you that are going to be, you're trying to get pregnant, you're going to get pregnant. There's a World card, there's a completion here. There is something about here, just looking back on your journey, smelling the flowers, being proud of yourself, okay? And maybe protecting your peace a little bit. That's going to resonate for some of you. You're walking in your own season and we ain't got time for any negativity, okay? Release it. And I know certain forms of it is hard, but you have to let it go. With the World card, you know, there's accomplishment here. Trust your intuition and pay attention to the new things that are around you, okay? So during the middle 10 days, you're in this nurturing, glowing, divine, feminine energy. Whether you're masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. You're balancing that out, and you're learning with the Magician and the Hangman to let go and flow a little bit, which brings you into balance with your divine feminine energy. That balance then translates into the World card, the completion, you know, and you're actually being able to see this completion. Beautiful. The Two of Swords, I did mention, I wonder if some of you might be needing to make a decision. Some of you may be feeling a bit defeated. But with this, I'm thinking that you also will be walking into your season without any past. I'm really feeling that. I see new beginnings and birth of new things, and definitely pregnancy. And balancing getting out your head, that needs to be the reminder in the middle 10 days. It seems like you slip, you know, you start off knowing you need to get out of your head, you need to balance a little bit, be in your heart, but then not too much in your heart. So you're stepping away, Hanged Man, Magician, you're manifesting what you want, you get the recognition, you're feeling more stable with the Four of Pentacles and the Strength card. You are having the strength to balance this out and to move forward. during the middle 10 days of May. The Empress, the Six of Cups, and the World card. But you are coming to this decision that you're needing to make, okay? And there's a little bit of fear. There's possibly a little bit of anger or resentment here. And I feel that is related to the past, okay? So just be careful around that. Get out of your head and stop looking for anything negative during the middle 10 days of May if you're feeling it. Look at it as the glass half full and not empty if you start to fall down that space. Spirit is saying, let go of the past. Don't cry over spilt milk. If the Six of Cups means an ex is coming back, use your discernment. Anyone from the past job, whatever it is, it's Mercury retrograde, it's likely. Just heal from it and let it go. Okay, even if it's you that messed something up, time to let it go. As I say that, the Six of Swords, you're letting it go, so you're going to do that perfectly. And if not, you need to do that and head off, all right? You've got these beautiful things coming in for you. You don't want anything that was not working out, that you know wasn't working out. You need to keep going. You got this. You got your head of yours out of the overthinking, and you're moving in a different direction. For some of you, this is after a decision that you're taking. So, you know, I'm just keen to know what this decision is of yours. But whatever it is, it's telling you, choose a decision that makes more sense to your spirit. You know, the Hanged Man is telling you that, not your ego, not from an emotional space, from keep your morals and standards in mind, keep your heart in balance in mind. It seems like it might be quite a big decision for some of you, because that's what I keep coming back to. Be clear of what you want and the energy you put out there, okay, or that you're entertaining. If some of you are, you know, seeking guidance, or, you know, maybe speaking to a friend, it might help. Get clear about your values, your morals, your traditions, and what you want for yourself, and know what you deserve. I think a Taurus may be significant, but I also think you've got multiple signs here. I'll get more of that. I want to ask a direct question of maybe energies around you. You might be actually you might have Taurus placements, or Taurus season, because we're in it, is significant for you. Maybe this decision that you're going to make. Some of you could actually be moving and traveling with the Six of Swords. That could just be it. You've taken time to move away. But with this, I also feel like some of you have been feeling a bit trapped, okay? Trapped and annoyed, and you need to go with the flow. And if you need emotional support, do find it, because you've been trying to work at something. You've actually been mastering it. Some of you, it could be that you've really been trying to get pregnant. Maybe you've been going through fertility stuff, you know, treatment, and it's just not been working. It's been really difficult, and you're wondering whether to hang up your, you know, hang up your efforts and just leave it for now. It's telling me your resilience is paying off, okay? But I also feel with this card, although you're mastering something and it's going to come in, the next one is the 10, and we've got the World anyway, which is accomplishment, is you might need some emotional support, and I think that's really important for you. There is definitely a big decision here, and only you know what brings you most happiness. I'm going to move into the last 10 days. Ace of Wands, passionate breakthrough, the Tower, and the Knight of Swords. So with the Ace of Wands, here it's telling me, you know, trust your gut on something, okay? There is going to be a Tower moment on something, and I think this might be the decision that you take and you actually move away. I think that's what the Tower is going to be. The Tower is not always something bad, right? It's not always like, for example, oh my God, I'm going to lose my job in the last 10 days of May. This could be actually a Tower you've done. You've decided to take this decision, or a Tower you know is coming. and it's actually just going to clear out what needs to go. It's like, you know, when you put why is this coming to me? You put drain cleaner in the drain. The drain is sieving stuff, water, let's say, you know, in the sink, okay? The water is going down, but when you put the drain cleaner, all the liquid or the salts or whatever it is, it flushes it all away, doesn't it? And so the water goes down more clearly. That's your tower here. All right, so whatever it is, but there is also a passionate breakthrough where you need to trust your gut. If you're thinking about implementing something new, creative ideas, I would go ahead with that. The Knight of Swords is also coming in. The Knight of Swords is also telling me with the Ace of Wands, you're going to have some energetic willpower around something. You're going to feel very high-end energy. It seems like the Tower's going to clear something, and you are actually going to come into a very much more masculine, energetic, go for it mode. Around your decision, trust your intuition. There's nothing to fear. Be open to the experiences that are going to come to you. New people will be coming into your life, which might be around this Ace of Wands, okay? And it might be to help you reason and to assist you to make up your mind, the Knight of Swords. I'd be careful if this is you, the Knight of Swords, going forward with the decision. Just make sure that when you deliver whatever it is, that you've thought about it from all angles, because sometimes this Knight of Swords rushes in without thinking of the strategy and the important. We've got too many cards to you know, sort of playing it out in their mind, basically. But yeah, May is definitely some decision making around here, but it's beautiful energy, because you know, you're sort of in a manifestation mode, and you're balancing, then you're nurturing yourself, and you're in this feminine glow. Obviously, if you're a masculine and you're balancing out the feminine side, it could be your partner gets pregnant, or you both choose to seek out having a baby or a child, however that is for you. You need to be proud of yourself, and if you've got an attachment to something, with the Six of Swords, it's telling me to walk away. Chariot at the bottom of the card, that's your card. It's telling me you have the willpower. I was going to choose another deck, but I noticed the Chariot. I'm going to put it your last 10 days, your card, your energy, very big reading. You are moving forward, Cancer. Whatever it is, you're moving forward. And you're moving forward, you're protected. There's little obstacles along the way, but you're moving in the right direction, if that's your question. And attachment can be a word to describe things that we feel for, or we desire or care for, right? When you feel things, you feel them intensely, but you have to ask yourself if staying invested in something is improving your life or hindering it. We have to learn to stop loving the things that aren't healthy for us, okay? It can be very difficult. We have to put love we have for ourselves before our desires and yearnings, and I think that's really important for you. But I also see you doing that because you're balancing your feminine and masculine energy, but that is a message for someone. Returning and amplifying your inner center, you're entering the energy fields of your wishes and manifestations here, 100%. I do want more cards for the last 10 days, please, Spirit Guides. Cards for the last 10 days for Cancer, please. I was wondering if there's love coming in for you. We've just had the Angel of Love pop out, which is telling me about you also self-loving, and this card. So some of you could be getting love coming in. There's about, you know, because I was just saying about self-love. There's definitely a lot of fertile energy, love, romance, creation, and your inner abundance, your inner glow. And actually, I think during this time, middle to end, I think possibly even after the first 7 days, you're going to be attracting a lot of people just because of your divine feminine energy and glow. So Angel of Romance is coming in, And also remember I said about the last 10 days, you're in this energy of actually, I'm going after this, I'm going after what I want. I think that's beautiful for you. You're being guided to find more independence within yourself. I feel that is a big message here. So you could be wanting less help from others, and wanting to explore the world and build a life on your own. I think that is really coming through for you. The fifth chakra, which is about your throat chakra. So, you know, I'm also a coach in other areas, and the human design really tells us that some of us actually have that, you know, certain areas in our bodies are open, are closed or open. And for me, this is telling me there's something that you need to authentically express about yourself. And I think that is what you're going to be doing with the action you're taking and the drive and the passion that you have. So let's get you some more cards just to top this off. Well, it's a beautiful reading. Cancer placements, please. Number one, angelic realms. So you definitely, I mean, the first 10 days we saw the magician, didn't we? So there's, your spirit guides are going to be speaking to you, and you're going to have signs, okay, and synchronicities. And that is going to be a team effort between you listening to it and also listening to possibly tarot, the people that you know, you're resonating with their readings, whoever you resonate with. There's going to be validations, and also there's a time of, like, with the strength card, being strong but also being patient, okay, because it's all coming in for you and it's turning. And the beautiful thing about your reading is you're balancing your inner and outer. You're balancing your feminine when you're nurturing and letting go and with ease, and then you're in the end balancing your masculine side by taking the action and having the energy. And new love could be coming in for you. The angelic realms could mean that there's also a giving energy. So if some of you are feeling called that you've got, let's say, extra abundance in an area of life and you feel called to give to charity, that is a supportive energy. Number 26, okay, sacred space, all right. And this talks about positive outcomes for you. You're going to reach your dreams, you're getting clarity, and there's a glowing abundance, which I said about you, about attracting luck, okay, and attracting the right people from you, and the removal of obstacles. So that's what I really feel with the sacred space. And then very strong, magical alchemy. Again, can you see how strong this month can be for you? Innovation and really getting curious, okay, and being ahead of your time. So you might feel like some of the things that you get signs of, you have, or things that you've had signs of come and make sense to you now, and they're able to guide you. But you're like, if I understood it then, I would have been able, I'm actually ahead of my time. And sometimes we can't understand it because, you know, we've got 3D life, and then we've got these signs coming in that are not obviously 100% crystal clear. And so that's what you might actually feel. And 2 and 3 is actually change. So that means, you know, you're taking that change that's needed. Beautiful cards, Cancer. Let's get you a couple of messages. Final messages. One more for Cancer, please. Okay, the first one that popped out was leap. So this is clearly telling you, take that leap of faith. The 6 of Swords moving away. The Chariot is taking you in the right direction. Go first. The universe is going to catch you. Even if some of you, it's just come through to me, some of you might have the opportunity to move and relocate. That might be an opportunity for you. it's here is telling you take that leap of faith, all right? And then the second card that came out was do not dim to fit in, all right? So some of you might be feeling that you have dimmed your light. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? I'm going to leave that there. I'm not going to talk more so that you can answer that question. I don't want to elaborate more for you. I want you to actually answer that question. How are you dimming your light to fit in, you know? So I'm called to give you I feel like I'm going to get you an affirmation out of these cards. So let's see if we do get one. So, when I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. I think it really tops up your reading, Cancer. So I hope you enjoyed your reading. And if you did, please do like, subscribe. If you are a subscriber, please do let me know in the comments so that I know what is your Cancer placement, and is that the sign that you usually resonate with? I know that sometimes different tarot readers, you know, maybe we resonate with a different placement of ours with that tarot reader, but I'd love to know. And those of you that have the channel's taking a long time, but I can understand that because I've had I can see tarot readers that seem to be struggling and they've got like 800k. They say they're struggling to get the views and the attraction that they believe they require. So I can only imagine in the algorithm of all those that have been doing YouTube from like 7-10 years. And I just recently started on social media, so I could only imagine my wee channel, as they say in Scottish, wee, for little, is getting is getting lost in all that. So yeah, I'd love for you to subscribe and like, and let me know if this resonated with you. Do revisit it so that you can see what makes sense in May. And I'll see you in your next reading. Have an amazing day. Bye for now.